Friends, I'd like to welcome you again for another section on a 6-day section of making our life happy, joyful. How being friendly, making friends can make our life a joyful life, joyful life for which God has created us for. I want to begin with a little question. I always ask questions. Questions makes us to think, answer back. Actually, these two questions, so I'm going to ask you, probably you can also ask this question today, tomorrow, and get some answers, just make a little fine answer for yourself. What kind of friends do you have? Okay, what kind of friends do you have? Some answer? Many kinds. Oh, that's good. That's funny. Good. Okay, I'm going to ask the next question. What kind of friend are you? Good friend. Okay, good. Probably, as I said, take a time to answer that questions. What kind of friends you have? What kind of friend are you? Okay. I got another question now. I want you to give me some answers for this question. As you're getting up in your age, I know many of you, with me too, I'm 44, so I'm getting there. So, as you are getting up in your age, what do you want? What do you try? What do you wish at your age? Any answers? Happiness? Okay, what else then? Health, good, thank you. Richards, you say something? Good health, good, thank you. Any other? Peace to oneself, good, okay, good. I think you're all right, that as you're getting up in age, you're not looking for money. You're not looking for success. All that you need is a little place to sleep, a little food to eat, and a good peaceful life. And health too, you want health too. And then you're also wishing for friendship. You're looking for friendship. Someone to talk to. Someone who can talk to you. Someone who can go through the same situation of you. I think, my dear friends, as we get up in age, especially today in our society today, we see how many of our elders are kind of thrown into a place of loneliness. I have to say this, okay? I hate the ideas of care homes. I'm not against that idea. Like people put in the care homes, long-term care homes, to me, it doesn't, it's not a place of friendship. It's not a place of, I think our culture has kind of somewhere picked up on the way. Going back, we never had those senior homes, or care homes, all these places. You're kind of put in a small room. Come on, you deal with your life. The family and children don't want you anymore in their family. You're there. We'll come and see you. We'll come and treat you. We'll take you out for a meal. You're out there. You spend your day and night all alone there. My dear friends, at an age like this, we are looking for friendships, companion, someone to talk to. Someone who can be with you, spend time with you. As I said, we are not looking for anything like money or success, all this. Just friendship, a little bit of happiness and peace and health. So I think, my dear friends, in that way, I feel to say friendship is a treasure to all of us. Treasure to you all. To have a good friend is a blessing. It's a blessing. Today, this morning, I went for my little walk. I was kind of feeling a little lonely. I'm just like any one of you, okay? So don't feel I'm a priest. I just go through what you all go through, okay? So I was just feeling lonely. So as I was going through, I usually talk to my mom or my brother, sister, friends back home. So all of a sudden I was feeling a bit of lonely. I just called a family friend in Canada. I love this family. I've been very closer to the family. So I called her, and I usually call her mother, my mother, so in Canada. So I called her and had a little chat with her, a wonderful little chat with her during the walk. You know, my dear friends, as I said, a friendship is a great treasure. It's a great blessing. A real friend is your soulmate. A real friend, your friend is a soulmate, somebody who can be in your soul. Because, you know, friendship adds so many things into our life. Friendship is a breath of life. It draws strength to you. It creates you. It makes you new. It makes you strong. I was meditating, something came into my head, you know. We start our life with friends. In our school days, growing up, we start our life with friends. And then we go through the life all alone. My friends, some of my friends are back home. When I went to Canada a year, I just missed my friends back home. I really miss my friends. So we start our life with friends, and then we end our life with friends. What a nice, beautiful thing, you know. Yeah, at the end, when you're up in age, when you're sick, you are looking for your friends. Where are my friends? You want your friends around you. So, my dear friends, friendship is good for us. Friends are necessary for us. So, have friends. Have as many as friends you can. Have friends. I'm pretty sure you have heard this before. Tell me who your friend. I'll tell you who you are. Tell me who is your friend. I'll tell you who you are. Kind of, you can look at that statement in so many ways, but I look at it this way. Tell me who's your friend. By knowing your friend, I can tell you who you are. So your friend can tell me exactly who you are. So which means friendship is so much important. Friendship is so much important. Simple rule that Jesus gave for friendship is to love one another as I have loved you. As again, I want to draw your attention how Jesus, who lived 2,000 years ago, can speak of friendship, can speak of being friendly and able to give oneself for one another. Jesus said, you know, love one another as I have loved you. And even it said, you know, lay down your life for your friends, Jesus said. Lay down your life, give your life. Laying down means I'm ready to even give or die for my friend. And that's what Jesus did, and that's what he wants us to do. So, my dear friends, the love that Jesus speaks of, the love that we all have to create in our friendship, it adds, it's that type of love is inviting us to give ourselves to one another. Give, sacrifice, live a selfless love, and be patient. And that's the qualities of the friendship that Jesus wants us to possess. Having said all this, I also want to draw your attention to the loneliness that we all face today. There is so much of loneliness today. There is loneliness in our family, in our world, in our society, in our church. I think there is so much of loneliness. There is so much of loneliness today in our culture today. We need to fight that. Even we tend to often isolate ourselves. I want to be alone myself. Don't disturb. I think that type of tension is also there. Even within the family. Even between husband and wife, there is loneliness. People trying to separate themselves, kind of, no, give me my own time. So I think, my dear friends, we need to be aware. The loneliness is not good. Loneliness is toxic. It can drain you. It can kill you. As today, I was feeling through loneliness, going through loneliness. I just immediately called that family and talked to them. So my dear friends, keep working towards to build your friendship to one another. Work on your friendship. Keep important to your friendship. I have to say this. I think I said this before. I had a best friend in my priesthood as a priest. I lost him through a death. He was killed. He was the best friend of my life. He worked in Canada. And we both could sit down and talk. We could talk hours. Sometimes we are talking on the phone for 2 hours. 2 hours. 2 hours. He talks, I talk, we talk, keep on listening to each other, talk to each other. We are very open when we call each other. We just say everything. Everything. And I found as a priest that was very helpful to me, that I can be to someone as I am. Just this is what I am. There is no duplicate in me. This is what I am. So friendship can always do that. You can be with that person who you are. So give importance to friendship, my dear friends. I know the past experiences of our life kind of sometimes hit us very hard. You and me, we have gone through, had great friends or worst friends. We might have had great friends, wonderful friends, like I had. And you had also gone through a worse friends. I have some experience too. That should not stop us making friends. Keep doing it. It's good. We need that. So befriend, and make your life happy. So I'm going to suggest you a few things that I'm pretty sure you are all doing this very much in your friendship. I'm going to kind of share a few thoughts with you that can help you to grow in your friendship. And growing in your friendship, that can make your life happy. First thing is, I want to say, find time for your friends. Find time for your friends. Do not say, I am busy, I have no time. Every now and then, I call my friend in Australia. He's in Australia. We sleep together. Before becoming priests, we are good friends. He's married. He went out of the priesthood and got married as a family. I call him every now and then. He told me, Gabriel, you're coming all the time. You got a lot of time. I said, yeah, I just wanted to talk to you. I want to check how you're doing. I think the beginning years when I did that, was he went out of the seminary and he was working, not married, he felt very good about it, because I was the only guy checking on him how he was doing. And that our friendship, which was 10, 12 years ago, kind of rebuild again, bridged together again when I called him after years. I think, my dear friends, make time for your friends. You can only make friendship when you make that effort of giving your time for your friends. So when you feel lonely, don't just go through the time of loneliness. Reach out to your friend. Call to check how they are doing. Or you call them and tell them how you are doing. So have friends. Call your friend. Go for a coffee. Go for a meal. Go for a walk. Make time for the emotional, spiritual health of yourself. Your friend can do that for you. So find time for your friends. Second thing in friendship is give and take. Let's not become persons of only getting, receiving. I need that, I want that. At times we tend to only reach out to our friends when we need something. We don't have to do that. Just simply call them and check how they are doing, that's all. Don't be the person of receiving alone from your friends. Be also a person who is giving. And then third thing I want to say is be intimate. Have intimacy in your friendship. Often intimacy is referred to between the couples. Husband and wife, you have an intimate relationship, with marriage, And this intimacy can also be grown, developed among friends. Now go deeper in your friendship. Don't be just wavering friendship, just say a few words and put down the phone. No, go deep. You don't keep talking. Allow them to talk to you. Check how they are doing. How are you doing? What do you want me to do for you? How are you really doing? How is your health? How is your marriage? How are you emotionally? What are you struggling with? Or how do you want me to help you? What a beautiful question we can ask to our friends. Check in deeply, Don't just say a few words and check in deeply. Go down and ask them, how are you feeling? And you will see how your friend experiences that you care for them. And that same care will come back to you when you do it to your friend. So take initiative. If your friend is not doing, you do it. You do it. You don't wait for your friend to call you and check how you are doing. You take that initiative. You call and see how he or she is doing. So make sure to really care for one another. My dear friends, however strong we are, as storm comes, we fall down. We fall apart. This is human life. So anything happens, boom, you're going to fall down. The only person in the world can know how strong and weak you are is your best friend. The only person who knows your emotions, how strong you are to face something, how weak you are to face something, is your best friend. I call my friend in Italy. He's in Rome, in Italy. I call and ask him, how are you, Charles? How are you doing? I know he's going through struggle. He's struggling there. I constantly check him and say, how are you doing? Do you want some help from me? Do you want some money? I do that. I'd send money to my friends when they need. I think, my dear friends, when we kind of know our friends, you know where they are, you will always reach out to them. So have intimacy relationship with your friends. And then I want to tell you one more thing. Friendship is not for gossiping. Do not allow a lot of gossip to enter into our friendship conversation and talk. Often these days, we both are talking, friends are talking, but we are talking about somebody. That guy, that girl, this blah, blah, blah. We are going on talking about somebody. Don't give space for that. Have a conversation about yourself. And the third thing I want to share is be honest to your friends. Be honest. Be open. Be true. Speak the truth. Sometime your friends, your true friend will tell you those things you may not like to hear. They will confront you because they truly love you. That's a true, honest friendship. Because they're looking for a better person of you, a better version of you. So please try to be honest and truthful in sharing with your friends. The next thing I want to share is be loyal to your friends. Be loyal to them. Be faithful to each other. Do not betray your friends. In time of need, you need to show up and say, I'm here for you. Don't run away. Or, I hope you have friends like that. I have a friend who stepped in and said, I'm here for you. I had a big trouble once. He was there with me, day and night. And he said, Gabriel, don't worry, I will be with you. I'll make sure you're fine with what you're going through. And that's what he did. That's what he did. Today, I'm a priest because of that friend. I would have been long time given up my being a priest if I did not have my friend. You see how much friendship is important. I'm getting goosebumps all over when I'm talking about this. So my dear friends, be loyal to friendship. Be faithful to them. Because your best friend, your good friend is the only one can walk into your life when everyone walks out of your life. So have good friends. The last thing I want to talk about friendship, be forgiving easily. Just keep forgiving easily. Do not count the hurt, the wound, the words, the actions your friends have done. In order to have good friends, that's what you have to do. If you are going on counting the hurt and the wound, you are not going to have good friends. I say that, my dear friends, people annoy us. People annoy us. They irritate us. People irritate us. We are dealing with human beings. Everybody can make you mad, go mad, angry, irritate you. That's what people are today. Even your best friend. It's okay. It's okay. Just all that you need to, just let go that hurt. Let go that thing that happened that day, that hour, that word, that action. Just let go. Don't hold on to it. I often say, don't hold on to it. Just let go. It's okay. It's after all your friend. None of us are perfect. You may do the same thing one day. So be easy in forgiving your friends. If you're able to forgive something that happened someday, you can always build up your friendship. If you hold on to it, if you keep thinking up here, not going to let go, your friendship will never be a true friendship. So let go. Learn to let go. Take it easy. Take it easy when it comes to holding on to the hurt of any of your friends. Forgive easily. Do not allow unforgiveness to destroy the joy of your friendship. Because my dear friends, you need to experience the joy and the freedom of friendship and joy. I like this, what I read in the book there, We live only for 30,000 days. That's what, 82 years. So we live only for 30,000 days. For some of you, probably you are almost closer there. I am halfway through. I don't know whether I'll make it to 82, but okay, so we are only living for 30,000 days. We live up to 82. So why are we holding a lot of grudges in our hearts and going around those grudges? Learn to become a person, just let go. Even between spouses, that little stupidity your husband did that year, 5 years ago, that thing your wife did that day, that time, that year. Don't keep on holding on to it. I know you might say, well, I got all the rights, Father, to hold on to it. How can he do it? How can she do it? Yeah, you have the rights to hold it, but let go. Let go so that you will have a wonderful, long life, loving marriage life in the years to come. Don't keep on holding on to that. Because when you're holding the hurt of someone, your heart is not free enough to relate with that person. So learn to become a person of forgiving, let go easily, forgive easily, so that our life can be very, very easy.
The sixth rule for living joy is to make friends. Some of you guys are going to find this one to be the most challenging because people are annoying, yourself included. We hurt and offend each other all the time, sometimes in big ways, usually without even knowing it. My uncle was once walking through New York City and a guy jogged past him and he felt a brush on his pants and he reached in and his wallet was gone. So he saw the guy running away from him and he ran up to him and he said, "Give me the wallet." And the guy shook and he took out the wallet and gave it to him. And then he called his wife. He said, "Marge, you'll never guess what just happened to me." And she said, "Paul, your wallet is on the kitchen table." Naturally, he mailed the wallet back to the guy with no return address. We do this kind of thing more often than we know. We think we're good people. We hurt people all the time, and sometimes we even idealize the saints. Well, they were great to hang out with. They never bothered each other. Read Galatians 2:11, where Paul said, "I opposed Peter to his face." What? There were fights in the early church, fights between saints throughout history. But despite all the annoyances that come with friendships, guys, you need people. You need them. You need friends to be physically healthy. There was a Harvard study done over the course of 80 years, one of the longest studies ever done. They wanted to find out what set people up for thriving, happiness, and health in their old age. So they studied them throughout life in details from the shape of the cranium to the diet to cholesterol. You know what they found more than anything? Friendship. In fact, recent studies have found that it's healthier for you to smoke 15 cigarettes a day than to be lonely. It's healthier for you to have high cholesterol than to be lonely. You need friends physically to thrive. The mission we work with in Haiti, there was a home for the dying that they started. You see, they found people dying in the hillsides, unattended, with no one to care for them, wanted to give them a comfortable place to die. Well, right next door is the missionaries' orphanage. The orphans started playing with the elderly people in the home for the dying. They stopped dying. It became an old age home. True story. You need friends. You need community. You need other people for your physical health. You also obviously need it for your spiritual health. Sequoias are the most mind-blowing trees in the world. Their bark can be up to 3 feet thick, and it's fire resistant. They can be up to 275 feet high and live to be 3,000 years old. What makes these monstrous trees stand? You'd think their roots go hundreds of feet into the earth, right? No. Their roots only go about 5 feet deep. They go hundreds of feet wide. They're interlocked with all the other sequoias around them. That's how they stand tall. You knock down all the sequoias around one tree, no matter how massive and strong it looks, a couple storms is going to fall over. That's you, that's me. The only way for us to grow strong up to heaven, to be the people that God made us to be, is to be connected with others intimately, beneath the dirt, beneath the surfacey stuff of life. There's a great saying that your environment will eat your willpower for breakfast. Your friends, that's your spiritual environment. One study that displays this really dramatically: in Vietnam, 20% of the soldiers became heroin addicts. Now, if someone's a heroin addict, even if they go to rehab, only about 10% of them successfully recover. The soldiers who came back from Vietnam, 90% of them stopped cold turkey without any rehab as soon as they got home. Why? See, the people who go to rehab very frequently go back home. They're in the same environment. They're surrounded by the same people. Their spiritual environment, it eats their willpower and all they learned for breakfast. The guys who came home from Vietnam, everything was different. Are you doing things in your life that you're not proud of? Well, maybe you need to change your friends. What if I hurt their feelings? Yeah. And what if you become a person in life 20 years from now, 30 years from now, the person you didn't want to be? What are you afraid of more? You need friends for your physical health. You need the right friends for your spiritual health. Next lesson, we're going to talk about how to develop spiritual friendships.
Thank you for wonderful friends who are always for us, Lord, when we need them, who are always caring for us. Continue to be the channel of love, sacrifice to our friends, that we may truly love our friends and be for our friends and be with them in whatever they go through. Give us a kind heart to accept our friends as they are, to forgive when need to be forgiven, and to grow in intimacy with our friends, and to love our friends truly, and to live our life with our friends. Give us, Lord, wisdom, guidance, blessing upon our friendship, through our friends, that we may experience your love, your friendship, your companionship, your joy in our life. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Father, Son, Lord, Spirit. Amen.